So what are infinite limits? Infinite limits are limits with a value of negative or positive infinity, where the function grows without bound at a certain value. If a function has an infinite limit at a certain point, it has a vertical asymptote there. Looking at these equations, we can see that they're infinite because as x approaches c, the limit of f of x is infinity. And likewise, it can be negative infinity. The vertical asymptote here is at x equals c. So let's do some example questions. Here the question is, what is the limit as x approaches 3 from the left side of f of x? Here it is important to notice that x equals 3 is a vertical asymptote of the function. Therefore, this will produce an infinite limit. To find the direction of the infinity, we know that the x has to be less than 3 if it is approaching from the left. Therefore, we know that x minus 3 is less than 0, making it negative. And the power of 5 in this case will not change the sign, meaning that this is equal to negative infinity. Now let's find the limit as x approaches 3 from the right side. Because it's approaching from the right, we know that x is greater than 3. And because we know this, we can conclude that x minus 3 will be greater than 0, because if x is greater than 3, then it will result in a positive number. Knowing this, we can conclude that because both the numerator and denominator are positive, that the limit of f of x as x approaches 3 from the right is infinity. Now let's move on to finding the limit of f of x as x approaches 3. So we know that the limit of f of x as x approaches 3 from the left is equal to negative infinity. And we know that the limit of f of x as x approaches 3 from the right is infinity. And because these two do not equal each other, the limit of f of x as x approaches 3 does not exist.